But once you try, you might get it right. Even though you didn't really make it perfect for your first try, it will still taste great, I promise. So as you can see, we have 500 grams of flour, 200 milliliters of milk, 10 grams of yeast, 1.2 ml of Himalayan salt, about 40 grams of butter, and a half teaspoon of stabilizer. So at first, we need to make sure the yeast is active so we can make our dough nice and perfect. So in order to see the yeast is active, we must place it inside the milk. So once if it starts to have a bit of bubbles, it means it's active. So while waiting till it starts bubbling, we are going to put the Himalayan salt. So we add it inside here. After that, we add the butter. Okay, so after we put the butter, we add the stabilizer. Okay, now we will be mixing it very properly. Okay, as you can see, the yeast is kind of a bit bubbling now. So we should place the milk now. Okay, now we properly mix. So as you can see now, my dough is now properly mixed, and now it looks very nice and perfect. But if you seem to see your dough a bit dried up, you can add some oil and mix it properly. So now I will be cutting into two. So don't get very curious and so don't get very don't stop. So don't be very confused because the reason why I'm cutting into two because I'm making two pizzas. So this one must be a bit bigger and this will be a bit smaller because my other pan is bigger and the other one is smaller. So if you're only making one pizza, you don't have to. I'm just showing that I'm making two pizza right now. Okay. So after you cut it into two, you needed to roll it like into a round shape. Like this. And now the bigger one. So guys, again, please don't be confused. It got a bit smaller because my mom decided to make it a bit smaller to make another pizza, but that will be frozen. So let's ignore that for now. Okay. First, we'll be adding flour all over the pan because we'll be rolling it. So the reason why I'm putting the flour is because to make it less sticky on the board. Okay, now you spread it all around. So I'm taking this big one first. So I will do like this because this will be the crust and this will be the inside. Okay, after we put the flour, we will be rolling it. Okay, so now it's round, but if you didn't manage to make it round, don't give up yet, because it can be tricky sometimes to stretch it. So now we'll be stretching it a bit more for the crust. Okay, now after we already done, we're gonna make the crust. We'll be pushing it a bit like this because the crust is usually thicker than this one. I mean more thick. So make sure they're all in the same level. Okay, so try to make as nice as you can till you made it nicely like this. Cause now it around the corners is now it's a bit more thick than the inside because that's where we'll be putting the toppings, and this is where it will be just be burned like this. Okay, after that we'll be just ignoring this for a while and we'll be adding butter on the pan. I placed aluminum foil because I don't want the pan to be burned because it will become destroyed and burned. So I'm just putting the so just also to make it more safe, we'll just add butter so it won't stick on the aluminum foil. How do for this pan? Okay, so the pan is here. We'll be bringing the We'll be bringing the dough here. So we'll stretch it because we'll be stretching it to the edge. I already made my dough here, but the other dough is for being frozen, so we'll be ignoring it now. So now we'll be moving on to the sauce. So first we add olive oil. We'll be adding around this much. After that, you add some smashed garlic. You don't need to wait until it's all hot, but if you want to make it a bit more faster, you can wait till it's already kind of hot. So these are onions, big onion. Okay, then you'll have to mix it until the aroma starts to, when you can start smelling the nice aroma. So now the aroma already starts to grow and now it seems to be sizzling. So we'll be adding mushrooms. So you can add any mushrooms you like, but I will be choosing this type of mushroom. So we add in all the mushrooms. Okay. So now you wait till it's getting a bit brownish. Wait, Mom. Okay. So now it's already properly cooked. You can start to lower down the fire. Okay. So now the fire is already lowered down. We're going to add pasta sauce. I choose mushroom pasta sauce for this pizza sauce. So we'll be adding all the pasta sauce inside. Okay. Now we'll be mixing it. Okay, so if you think it's a bit too thick, you can add some water over here. You add some water until you think it's good enough to put on your pizza. Okay, so now you mix it well. So now the water is about to mix up with the sauce. Okay, so if you guys don't, so now you guys can see that now it's very nice. You think that we could already eat like this? Yes, you can. But in this video, I will be showing that I'll be giving extra flavors. So first, I will be adding lime leaves. So you must only add a bit. Okay, then you mix it. Then secondly, I add oregano powder. Okay, after I add the oregano powder, I'll be adding mustard powder. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, mix it. Okay. Okay, lastly, I'll add some chicken stock. Okay, so that is all for my extra flavors. Okay, so if you like it original and you don't want extra flavors, you can just, you don't need to add the extra flavors. But if you like more extra flavors, you can add more. It's all on you. It's your decision. So now we can see that the sauce is done. Okay, so we are now going to add the toppings. Okay, so now we'll be adding toppings, and before we add the toppings, as usual, we must always add the sauce first. So you add some sauce, and then first you have to spread it around. If you don't seem it's enough, you can add more if it's not enough for your pizza. So make sure to spread it all around nicely. Don't make sure not to miss a spot or be just a bit. So later, if you eat, you might get a bad spot. Okay, so after we already add the sauce, we'll be adding some cheese. These cheese are very common to find in supermarkets, so I'm pretty sure that you guys can also buy it in the store. So what you're gonna do is you spread it everywhere. Make sure every corner that you know is covered with cheese. Or if you want to add extra layer of cheese, you can also add it if you like. Okay, so now we already add the cheese all over the place. Now we'll be adding ham. So this white little thing here, I'm sure most of you know it's mayonnaise. I add mayonnaise early because it's better to put it on the ham to make the video a bit shorter so you guys won't feel bored. So you add everywhere too, like the cheese. So maybe some of you might thought this might be like lasagna but only in a different way. Yes, it is. But this is like layer by layer, like also lasagna. Anyways, if you like more mayonnaise, you can add more mayonnaise if you'd like. So after we add mayonnaise, we add some cheese bake. This is mozzarella. You can add other type of cheese if you like. Because following to all my experience of making pizza, all the cheese tastes nice with pizza. You don't need to always follow the same as all the other videos. So we're gonna spread it all around the place. Okay, so now we already add cheese everywhere. So now we'll be going to add some olives. So I know, I understand if some of you might be wondering, where do we have to get these olives during this quarantine time? Well, it's okay. You don't need to add olives. If you don't have any, you can add the rest of the toppings. So the olive that I'm using now is Spanish olives. Okay, and I bought it from the supermarket. And now we'll be adding onions inside the pizza. We'll spread it all around the place. Okay, last but not least, we'll be adding tomatoes. So, if you like to add any other more toppings you'd like, of course you can. It's your decision. Okay, for the finishing touch, if you like, or if you have extra cheese, you can add for the finishing touch, which is more cheese. Because I really love cheese and I hope you guys love them too. I'll be adding the cheese everywhere because it will make it more delicious. Okay, so I'm done here for now. We'll be putting this inside the oven, and we'll be seeing how delicious does it looks. Okay, so now we'll be putting this inside the oven for 30 minutes and in 180 degrees for now. So I hope that you guys be able to make pizza too, because like pizza are like simple, but it looks kind of a bit difficult. So I hope this video will also help you and guide you to make pizzas. Okay, so we'll be placing here inside and also this one. And now we wait, and we'll be seeing how this beautiful pizza will look like. So after that will be in 30 minutes, 180 degrees. Okay, now pizza. So I'm very happy that our pizza is a huge success, and I hope that it will be as simple as for you guys, because like even it looks simple, but it can turn into something beautiful.